In recent years, a quiet yet remarkable green revolution has been unfolding across China's vast deserts. By the second half of 2024, a 3,046-kilometer-long ecological green barrier in the desert regions of China was finally completed. According to U.S. satellite remote sensing data, this has now become the world's longest desert ecological barrier, a stunning milestone in humanity's battle against nature's harshest forces. But how exactly was this 3,000-kilometer green wall constructed? After some investigation, it turns out that China has deployed around 8,000 highly advanced sand control robots to fight desertification. These machines are incredibly capable. Not only can they automatically plant seedlings, but they can also improve soil quality, perform precision irrigation, and handle the entire process of afforestation with little human input. Each robot, according to preset parameters, can plant about 160 seedlings per acre, completing the task in just 20 minutes, over 10 times faster than manual work. After this news broke, several desert-prone nations expressed a strong desire to adopt this technology, believing that China's innovation could help transform global efforts against desertification and reshape the planet's drylands. So, in today's video, we'll explore how China's sand control robots are changing the future of desertification. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Now, let's dive right in. Before the 21st century, China faced some of the world's worst desertification issues. Surveys showed that the country's desertified land area had reached about 2.61 million square kilometers, which is nearly one-third of China's total territory. Among these barren regions, the Taklimakan Desert stood out as the most formidable. Known as the Sea of Death, it spans 330,000 square kilometers. That's roughly the same size as Japan. Even more alarming, it's the second largest shifting desert in the world. Its sand dunes can move dozens of meters overnight, and some reach over 200 meters high, which is the equivalent of a 100-story building. The desert's movement was so extreme that whenever strong winds blew, they caused severe damage to agriculture, disrupted transportation, and threatened the livelihoods of nearby communities. Faced with this unstoppable natural force, China began tackling the issue decades ago by launching the 3 North Shelterbelt program. The mission was to halt the desert's spread by building a massive green wall around the Taklimakan Desert. To achieve this, the government mobilized nearly 200,000 workers, even deploying the military to assist in desert restoration. In the early years, people used a simple yet effective method, burying straw grids 15 to 20 centimeters deep into the sand, leaving a small portion exposed to stabilize the dunes. At the same time, Chinese scientists developed drought-resistant plant species that could survive extreme desert conditions. By 2010, after over 40 years of effort, China had successfully greened more than 100 million mu of desert land. However, while the results were impressive, the resources required were enormous. Labor was the first major challenge. Most desert areas are remote and harsh, with workers able to cover only about 300 square meters per day. The costs were another heavy burden. Saplings and water sources alone cost about $210 per acre, with labor adding another $100 per acre. Given the scale of China's deserts, even reclaiming a third of the land demanded an astronomical investment. These difficulties pushed China to explore mechanized alternatives. By 2024, automated tree planting robots were officially introduced. And honestly, the results were groundbreaking. China actually began experimenting with desert control robots as early as 2021. After successful trials, the country went on to develop over 150 types of machines specialized in desert management and prevention. By 2025, about 8,000 robots had been deployed, and the 3 North Protective Forest area had reached a total of 480 million acres of new greenery. These robots use cluster coordination systems where every 5 units form a group that can plant trees across 180 acres in a single day. Each one plants 160 saplings per acre in just 20 minutes, meaning they can plant a tree every 10 seconds, and which is, honestly, more than 10 times faster than humans. Even more impressive, the robots are equipped with AI-powered visual systems that analyze terrain and identify optimal planting spots, automatically avoiding obstacles like dunes and gullies. They also perform exceptionally well under extreme conditions, from scorching heat and intense UV radiation to sandstorms. Their design includes robust cooling systems, durable frames, and advanced power systems, enabling 24-hour operation. The lead unit in each group is a drilling robot, powered by an engine that digs 1-meter-deep holes in seconds. The other robots then follow up by watering and planting seedlings. Even more astonishing, these machines can operate smoothly on slopes up to 25 degrees and remain stable even at 12-degree inclines. Thanks to precision positioning and waterless irrigation technology, the tree survival rate has reached 70 to 80%, a level once thought impossible in desert environments. Today, as China rapidly expands its mechanized desert restoration, machines now handle nearly 50% of the 3 North Shelterbelt work. A small sand control robot costs only about 30,000 yuan, yet it's 10 times more efficient than manual labor and cuts costs by over 40%. Local workers say that in the past, a 3-person team could plant trees across only 2 acres per day, but now, with modern machines, one operator can manage 20 acres daily. By the end of 2023, China had already constructed a 2,761-kilometer-long green sand barrier around the Taklimakan Desert. By late 2024, the final segment was completed, forming a 3,046-kilometer green chain that completely enclosed the desert. A symbolic victory in China's decades-long effort to lock in the desert. According to the Forestry Department of China, the 3 North region has now completed 480 million mu of afforestation and restored 1.28 billion mu of degraded grasslands. This once barren region is witnessing a dramatic transformation, shifting from sand advancing, people retreating, to green advancing, sand retreating. Over the past 30 years, the size of artificial oases around the Taklimakan has grown from 65,000 to 100,000 square kilometers, an increase of about 54%. And the progress doesn't stop there. These sand control robots have also been deployed in other desert regions across China, contributing to the planting of over 68 billion trees and the restoration of 4.45 billion mu of desert land. To protect these gains, China has also implemented closed conservation zones covering 26.58 million mu of desertified land, effectively managing over half of all treatable desert areas. Moreover, the nation has built more than 50 comprehensive demonstration zones for desert prevention and 26 desert ecosystems, ensuring that science and technology continue driving progress. Well, globally, China's achievements in desert control have indeed earned widespread recognition. It's really something remarkable. You know, since joining the UN Convention to Combat Desertification back in 1994, China has been one of its most active contributors. Through relentless efforts, China became the first nation to meet the UN's goal of achieving zero land degradation by the year 2030. Quite an accomplishment, isn't it? At the 16th Conference of the Parties to the UN Convention, which was held in Riyadh in late 2024, China's work once again became the center of attention. It's fascinating how their efforts continue to inspire on such a global stage. The event, which was honestly the largest of its kind, showcased China's decades-long battle against desertification to more than 100 countries. Delegations from nations like Mongolia, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Uzbekistan, Iraq, South Africa, Morocco, Somalia, and Yemen visited China to study its desert control technology firsthand. Experts worldwide praise China's sand control robots as a new ray of hope in the fight against desertification. Indeed, desertification isn't just China's ecological challenge. It's a global crisis, especially in the Middle East and Africa, where conditions mirror those of the Taklimakan Desert. For these nations, China's robotic tree planting technology could be the game-changing tool they've been waiting for. A kind of environmental weapon that's transforming barren deserts into green oases. So, to stay updated with more incredible stories about China's mega environmental projects, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll continue bringing you more fascinating insights and updates from the world of innovation and sustainability.